Welcome, everybody. We are launching Devoted tonight. This is our Devoted debut. I am so glad that you are here with us tonight. My name is Brett Duncan. I'm part of the home office team here for Devoted. And I just want to say thank you for being here. We have got such a huge crowd together here tonight to experience what you're about to experience, and that is that we are launching Devoted right now. So I'm so glad you're here. I want to say a big welcome to all of our gym members. You are so important to us, and we wanted you to be a part of this. So I'm glad that you are here. Some of you are very familiar with Premier Designs and our history. Some of you aren't. And either way, regardless, you are going to be part of a journey tonight that spans the last 35 years and looks ahead to what we will become in the months and years to come. Now, let me hear from all of my affiliates out there. Come on, I want to hear you from here. Come on. If you're together with some of your friends, I want y'all screaming together right now. Let me hear you, because I know this is a night you've been waiting for about 6 months. And you've been so patient, and that is awesome. And so many of you, you've been with us for years, and you know the heart of Premier, and we want to celebrate that with you tonight. So it's going to be awesome. I'm so glad that you are here. You are going to love this. And then from that group, we've got some of you that are new affiliates. You've joined this year as a jeweler. You're now an affiliate, and we are so glad that you're with us. We've had a rush of new affiliates join us this month, and I'm so glad that you can be part of this because you're the future of this company, and that starts tonight. Now, here's something amazing. God has blessed us in an amazing way with this event. You know, our original plan, what we do every year is we have our national rally, and that's something where we come together, meet at the convention center. We're in person, a big group of us, and it's awesome, and we love it, but obviously not able to do that this year. But I'm so thankful that we're able to do this online event, this on-demand event, and it seems like it's been pretty popular with a lot of people too. We have almost 9,000 people registered for this event right now. That blows my mind. I am so amazed by that and so thankful for it. So let's talk about how tonight's going to go, all right? I know you're ready to get going. Of course, we're going to launch all of our new products, including our new fall collection of jewelry. I know you love that jewelry. We have more than 150 new items we are launching tonight. 150 new items. Amazing. We want to spend time remembering what Premier Designs is all about, the moments that have meant so much to us. And so we're going to take a little walk down memory lane as we lead our way toward Devoted. We want to memorialize this transition from moving from Premier Designs into Devoted. And then later tonight, the new website will go live. Now, let me just tell you, don't waste your time hitting refresh or anything like that right now, okay? We will let you know when it's live, all right? We don't need any of that. We know you're excited, and we love that. We want that excitement to just keep going, but don't need to be hitting refresh. And let me just say this, as we're talking about excitement. You know, one of the cool things about doing this in the Facebook groups is that we get to see your comments and all your little emojis. As a matter of fact, go ahead and kind of type in there right now, whatever your favorite little looking emoji is. We want to see that just going crazy in the different groups. But, you know, we love it when you show your excitement and your enthusiasm. However, with up to 9,000 people doing that all at the same time, let's make sure whatever it is that we're doing, it is not a distraction, okay? Again, love the enthusiasm, but, you know, what we don't want to do is distract anyone from everything that's being launched tonight. So it kind of reminds me, I bet you've met this person before. You might be like in a meeting somewhere, or maybe you're at church or something like that, and there's always that person, or sometimes those people, that it seems like they don't know how to whisper. You know the type of person I'm talking about? People don't know how to whisper. It's like they're sitting there and they think they're whispering, but it's more like a, you know, and that's not a whisper. That's like a low mumble rumble type of thing, okay? And it's really distracting, right? You're sitting there and it's like, I couldn't care less about anything they're talking about. I want to hear this, and yet I can't stop listening to that's going on over here. Okay. That sometimes can be some of the crazy comments that you can make in a Facebook group that have nothing to do with what's going on. So don't be that person, okay? That's all I'm saying. Let's have fun with it, but don't be that person. Some of you might be new to this Devoted concept. Some of you are like, hey, I don't even know what this is. Someone just said I should be here, so I'm here. And that's awesome. Let me summarize for you here real quickly what Devoted is all about. Devoted is a marketplace where you can shop for products with a purpose. This marketplace has all kinds of different products, but one thing they all have in common is that when you purchase them, you're supporting a cause. The beauty of the Devoted marketplace is that Devoted, the company, supports causes with every order, no matter what you purchase. But in addition to that, in that same order, if you purchase 4 or 5 or 6 different items in that order, then every single one of those products represents 4 or 5 or 6 different causes, all within one single order. It's really quite pioneering in what's happening here, and that's why everyone's so excited about what we're doing with Devoted. On top of that, we're so passionate about what we do. We're so grateful to those who help us do it and spread the word that we reward everyone who helps us. So if you're a customer, we have an amazing rewards program that we're launching as part of Devoted where you can earn credits toward your future orders. It's pretty cool. If you're an affiliate, you can actually earn commissions on purchases made by the people that you refer. Our mission is to help people live a life that's fully devoted. That's what it's all about. And that's a mission that's really been at the core of what we've done for 35 years as Premier Designs. Andy and Joan Horner, our founders, had a clear purpose from the beginning: to honor God, to serve people, and to enrich the lives of everyone they touch. And God has blessed that and the lives of so many others because of their commitment to that purpose. Their son, Tim Horner, carries that forward as our president. And we want to give him the opportunity to welcome you tonight and share his heart as we take our next step. So, help me welcome to the Devoted debut, President Tim Horner.
All right, thank you, Brett. I'm still getting used to this, looking at a camera, and there's really nobody out there except people I know, and the workers and the camera guys. And normally when you get introduced, somebody claps, but I feel kind of bad because nobody clapped for me. So if you're home, okay, there's one clap from Kevin Moses. Thank you very much. Or maybe that was Randy Draper, I don't know. But it's a wonderful, wonderful thing we're doing because we can't meet together. So what a great second choice. Technology is amazing. That's one of the reasons that we're moving from Premier to Devoted. But before we get into that, I want to say how excited I am that we have this great company that we're launching tonight. It wouldn't have happened if a lot of people haven't worked so hard. And I want to thank again the vision and the working and the leadership of Brett Duncan. Brett's done amazing work here the last couple of years. That's a whole story unto itself. But Brett has led a wonderful, hardworking team. Yeah, Kevin and Gina, of course, and Jackie Baynertz and Maria and Melissa. And there's a whole group of people in our DC. There's a whole group of people who are now on the phones in our customer service led by Nina Statewright. And they're helping you, and they're trying to make sure that they have learned the new Devoted things and all the answers to the questions and how-tos. So there are so many people who have been Premier family that are now our Devoted family that are going to serve you. And I can't tell you how thankful we are for that. Peggy and I we've kind of stood back and watched, and we prayed for them, and we have contributed the best we could. But the people doing the work are the ones that I just mentioned, and I probably left out a bunch. But you have a strong home office team. It's a little weird because when I come in, the lights are kind of out, and there's no team there. But what I have come to understand is that they're working. And there's been so much work accomplished here. They didn't stop last March just because we had to work from home. They went home and they stayed working. There was too much to do. Gretchen and Peggy, the products you're going to see tonight are an amazing line. They're quality. They're good things. They're things you'd be proud to purchase. Not only purchase something you like, but the cause that they're going to give to is the cause that you like. The perfect storm here for Devoted. And I want you to know God has been the architect of it as far as I'm concerned, just like Premier. So Devoted has arrived. But in my view, it's just a powerful extension of Premier. You see, Premier was a company with a purpose. It was a company that was founded on honoring God, enriching lives, serving. A company that doesn't have a purpose really is just a for-profit business. And if you're just a for-profit business, and that's all you go to work for, you're losing something. Because when you work for a premier, or when you contribute your time and your talent to a premier, and now a devoted, you're working for a company that is truly based upon a significant purpose of enriching lives. And now we're going to call it for devoted. We're going to say we're going to honor God because we're devoted to our Creator. We're going to honor God because we're devoted to our biblical convictions. We're going to serve others because we're devoted to our community. We're going to enrich lives because we're going to connect commerce to causes, to these wonderful mission causes. Devoted is a company that has a significant purpose. When you and I are attached to a company with a purpose, and we go out and we make money, and sure, we're going to meet our needs, but when you're done, the fulfillment of being attached to that is much greater than just the money you receive. The relational significance, because people are who we're interested in, not just the product. That's what devoted is. That's what God has blessed with Premier all these years. And the reason I can get really, really, really excited about devoted is because the minute Brett shared that with me on the whiteboard months and months ago, it didn't take me but a few little short minutes to understand that this was the next Premier. This was the extension of Premier. This was the next chapter of Premier. See, Premier isn't going away. Premier is evolving into 2020 devoted. You and I can have the same heart for a company that we had for Premier because we have the same significant purposes to honor God, serve people. And when you serve people, the significance of that purpose gives your life not just meaning, but it gives it eternal significance, because ultimately we want people to know that they were created for a purpose and that they were loved by their Creator, and that when they are exposed to people who understand that if you don't know who your Creator is and you don't know anything about your eternal significance and eternal life, then you're going to hear about that eventually when you hang out with devoted and premier people. We're not just going to sell you products and use you to make money. We don't do that. We want you to be served and you to understand that there's just this tremendous Creator who loves you. He didn't just create us because He was on a whim. He created us because He wants us. We have every ounce of worth and value because of Him. And when you join us, I hope you're going to feel that way. I hope the people in our leadership, we talked about to rise up last night, that's the responsibility of our leaders to make sure the people that they sponsor and enroll feel like they're valued and that their lives are enriched. That's our goal. And yep, you're going to sell some great products, and yep, you're going to make some money, and yep, I'm a little concerned that we don't have enough stuff out there. But that's the business side. The people side will never go away. That's the value. That's the excitement. That's why Premier is now devoted. That's why we're lined up on the starting line, like I told them last night, and we're going to shoot the gun tonight, and the race is going to start here pretty quick. Can't be more excited. So, Premier, what a company. We're going to talk about Premier for just a minute because it deserves to be remembered. You people out there, a lot of you have been there for years, and some of you don't know what I'm talking about. But in 1985, my parents decided they were going to start a company that they probably didn't want because Dad had gotten out of an industry that he was a little frustrated with. So they're going to go back into this industry at 60, 61 years of age and begin a company that they intended to not be a part of. They were going to direct it from behind the scenes. They hired a couple to run it. That did not work. My parents were forced to come in. And when that happened, they gave their life to it. Let me tell you, in the beginning, a lot of things happened. There was some betrayal. There was a split. There was a lot of ups and downs. There were things that they could not control. My parents left they have 5 kids and a lot of grandkids. When they began Premier at 60, 61, they took off. They had to travel this country. What do you think happened to their kids and their grandkids? We didn't see them. And there's a little family resentment. Come on, Dad, Mom, where do we count? They committed to this company and to you. Never once did we feel left out. We just knew they were busier than they'd ever been. But once we knew what they were doing, couldn't be prouder of them. So we started that. In 1995, because of the growth of Premier, there was a manufacturing company that started. We started that at Flower Mound to make the jewelry, make the product. It was a business decision. And what happened in 2007 is where I want to go, because the reason I'm standing here is because in 2006, December, my parents decided that they were going to ask me this is a story that we're not going to talk about tonight, to join the company. And I was doing fine somewhere else. The reason I tell you that, because in January of 2007, here I came. The reason I tell you that is because I didn't want to be there. I came to Premier with no real purpose other than to serve my parents. Okay, I love my parents. I can't tell them no, but I didn't want to do it. You know, over the years, what I had learned from that experience, which is very hard for me, because it was a place I didn't commit to. It was a place I didn't think I'd be there very long. It was a place I only did because I loved them. What I learned was, though, it took a while, but I learned that I'm a Christian, and because I'm a believer, God has a purpose for me. I went there thinking there's no purpose other than to hang out with my parents and kind of help them out. 12 years later, almost 13 years later, I can now look and say, God brought me here, not because I was totally needed or skilled at the time in the things they needed then, but God brought me here to get me ready, as the Bible says, for such a time as this. You see, my gifts, my experience, my business skills were a little bit different than direct selling. My business skills were more suited to a more structured environment of finance, marketing, distribution, manufacturing, all of that put together, as opposed to a total people and service-oriented company. So as a result, I did my best. Many of you probably said, oh, no, you remember this. I know a lot of you kid me. I first came up. I didn't know what to do. I was real nervous and unsteady, did not want to be there, didn't know what to say. And you all understood that. And you were wondering, what in the world? There's some people over here thinking, I wonder why is he here? Uh-oh, did Andy make a mistake? Well, no, Andy didn't make a mistake, but it took years for me to be hammered by God to put me in a position to know that the last 5 years, my skills, my experience, God decided, now's your time, son. Now's your time to put this together, struggle through the ups and downs, use the skills and experience, mature me to a point where he could use me. So now, that's why when I see this business and I see this company and I understand the power of Premier and God's blessing and honoring him and serving people, and then we tie that to devoted, I jumped the second Brett showed me. That got a guy like me who's kind of a straight, not too up, not too down. I'm a realist. That got me up. That got me up in my mind, and it got me up in my heart. Over the years, God developed my heart, matured me to a point where, okay, Horner, I'll use you now. Now is the time. Put those skills together. I want you to know it's somewhat of a little miracle that we're here. God has kept us alive in some very, very lean down years. We hit that tipping point in 15, 16, and we kept going. We tried a lot of things, but I want to know God can get the credit because here we are. So my story was that, the ups and downs of it, the wonderful times of Premier, we're not going to forget them. We're going to be there. We're going to love them. We're going to be there. You guys have been. We need to get together, but one of the great things about Premier, and we're going to talk about some memories, are the people who form these lifelong relationships. I did not know that when I joined Premier, but you guys have been on probably more events, more rallies, more trips, more more home shows than anybody on this face of the earth. You're the best people. You're the most loving people. You're the most relational people. If you hook up with Devoted, you're going to be in a family that's going to care about you. Imperfect, but you're going to be in a caring family. We're going to build this business just like Premier. The same heart, the same passion, and the same mission, but different ways and methods that work today. You know, there's been so many memories, so many wonderful memories, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight, because Premier has them for 35 years. But what we're starting tonight are new ones. We're going to open the door. We're going to write the first chapter of Devoted. And tonight, we're going to include the kickoff, the launch, to be all of us to be fully devoted to Devoted. Now, there's been so many memories. I just said that, but the people there just are there's nobody any better to share so many of our memories than two couples who have been with our company from the very, very beginning. Almost from day one. Now, Greg and Melissa Terrell were brought in by their parent, Jack and Beverly Terrell. And Beverly Terrell's still with us. She's a princess. She's down in Houston. Jack went to be with the Lord. But what a powerful couple who loved my parents and who joined very early on to help to build Premier. Greg and Melissa are going to share. And then we have Randy and Elizabeth Draper. Both of these couples are executive directors, the top leaders in Premier, who are now going to have some fun and do some tremendous remembering about our past 35 years as they take us into creating and building new memories through Devoted. So please, welcome two of the greatest couples you'll ever meet, the Terrells and the Drapers. Come on up. Yes.
All right, everybody. What a great evening. I'm so excited about it. I feel kind of like the pastor that dreamed he was preaching and he woke up and he was. You know, 7 months ago, I heard about Devoted, and I've been dreaming about it every day for the last 7 months, and I woke up this morning, and guess what? It's here. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? And I noticed my jacket shrunk since I wore it the last time, so I guess I've been eating good during our shelter at home, and I'm sure y'all have too. Elizabeth and I cook together. We're having fun cooking together in the kitchen. It's just been awesome. But I was thinking about when we came into Premier, we got a call from the home office, and the young lady said, "Randy, I'm returning your call for Andy." I said, "I didn't call Andy." She said, "Yes, you did." I said, "No, I didn't." "Yes, you did." "No, I didn't." "Yes, you did." I said, "No, I didn't, but what's Andy's new company?" And oh my gosh, 34 and a half years ago, our journey in Premier Design started, and it has been an amazing journey. And what I'm so excited about tonight is the next chapter, the next journey, an amazing, exciting, incredible journey. Devoted is getting ready to start, and it is going to be unbelievable. And when I think back over 35 years, all I can really think about mostly is all the rallies. Oh my gosh, every rally is so much fun. And every time I go to rally, I can't wait to hear all of Andy's jokes, which I've heard every year multiple times for 35 years. And every single time I laugh like it's the first time I heard it. And what I love about rally is when Joan Horner would get tickled for 25 years, there was always a moment in the rally where she would just get tickled. And everybody would come unglued, hysterically laughing. Andy could be a stand-up comedian. He's always funny, but oh my gosh, when Joan got tickled, everybody couldn't keep from laughing. And so now we're going to see some moments over the last 35 years that have made us laugh.
My son is under a doctor's care and should not take PE today. Please execute him.
We're not going, I said. Now, guys, listen to me. You got to have this kind of authority. That's biblical truth. We are in charge. So once in a while, you'll have to stand up. And that day, it got pretty arguing. But I never gave up. We're not going. I made sure of that.
Well, on our way to church.
When you and your husband kissed for the very first time, will he say that you were standing, sitting, or lying down?
I'd say, I know it's not right. Sitting down, I don't know.
You were sitting down. He says you were laying down with lots of people around.
We were, but I didn't want to talk about it. I need help. I've been trying to get a cab. We got to get down to the convention center. I'm glad you're here. What are you doing here? I tried to get a cab. You can't even get cabs this time of night. Oh, no!
Since I have the real bobblehead at home,
Maybe I could do a little dance for them out there, because people really love dancing.
ladies court squash. I told you shouldn't let us get in there with Andy pushing the buttons. I think you need to go back to your roots, the Blarney Stone.
Oh, man, I'll be happy to do that. I'm tired of you all.
He's really quite playful. Oh, hey, little bro. A cobra. Out of the way, you little beauty. I don't have time for a chin wag with you.
Do these antennas make me look fat?
Why don't you Gangnam style? Why don't you do it with me?
When you feel the winds of change blowing through your hair, it's time to shave your legs.
Letters that stand for something, like rally or
Yearly rallies and conferences.
renewal.
Oh my goodness, look who we have here.
Well, she's married to, I've forgotten what he does. He does something at premiere.
Oh, my.
Well, you're very pretty, even up close like this. Normally we just see her on the big screen and we wonder, could she be that pretty? But you know what?
Oh.
She's that pretty. How many Pokemons are in the marketplace?
I don't know that stuff, though.
There's one by your foot.
Oh,
I do know those things.
Can I sneeze in front of y'all? Is that okay? I'm going to sneeze again. This is exactly how I planned it.
So which of the states in America is closest to outer space?
San Francisco.
Camden, who's more beautiful, America or your mommy?
America. She said, wash those dishes. That's right, girl. Wash those dishes.
He's got a whole... Tommy Horner, PCS, I'm not a hugger, okay? Okay.
They're not that funny, really.
Yes, they are. Please excuse John.
Well, wasn't that fun? We have had so many times of laughter and fun through the years. But you know what? Just as much fun as we've also had many, many times of tears through the years. There's been times when we have absolutely needed our Kleenex. In fact, we always brought Kleenex to rally because you never knew if it was going to be a time or a moment where suddenly you were overwhelmed with tears. There were tears of incredible joy, joy of friendships, people you'd see that you hadn't seen in a long time. There were tears of joy when we would celebrate each other's successes. How fun that was. But you know what? I call those happy tears. But you know, there were also tears that were just tears of tenderness. There were so many times when we just loved watching the love story with Andy and Joan, when he would tell her how much he loved her and the respect and the honor that we saw between them. It was times that it just made our hearts go, oh. And there were tearjerker moments. There were tearjerker moments when there were testimonies, because it was always in the testimonies that God would just speak right to our hearts. the time when Tim Horner gave his testimony of how he accepted the Lord. There was a time of a testimony when Peggy shared her heart in a very open and transparent way. Those were tender moments. And then I also remember times of tears when there was sadness. We would honor and tribute to those jewelers who had passed throughout the year. And those times of sadness were there at Raleigh when we mourned the loss of our Queen Mother, Joan Horner. So we've had times through the years, times of tears. So I want you to grab your Kleenex right now and let's watch together the times and the moments that made us cry.
Every day you must tell your wife you love her. Have I told you I love you today? Have I told you lately? I'm telling you now. Now. Isn't that right, honey? That's right. She has a real giving heart and a real encouragement to me. I mean, if God had a special person and seeking what I already had, but I was giving it away. But God saw the years ahead and what was going to happen.
And he was the rock of strength that we all needed throughout his journey. He has never lost his sense of direction for Premier. He's never bent. His vision has stayed on a steady course. He has been consistent in his dedication to the Lord and to his purpose to make a difference in the world. He has been the steady hand at the wheel as Premier Designs cruise through the seas, sometimes very rough and troubled waters. So I want to pay tribute to him today and thank him for his leadership.
And in that big room, they had her on a table there, and there was 3 or 4 nurses, and there was 2 or 3 doctors, and they were doing all kinds of things in there to see if they could happen. And then when one of the doctors came up to me after, and he said, well, they couldn't do anything. He said, you know, I told her the Lord was going to take care of her. And she said, I know that.
And then she smiled, and her heart stopped. But when I got over there close to her and looked at her, wow, she looked so pretty. And as I got very close, because of my eyes, to see that she looked so young. And there was a kind of a little glow there. But God, I don't know what happened, but God gave me a peace that I've never had in my life before.
And I'll never forget, as a little boy, the verse he used. It's Revelation 3:20. Here's what it says. Here I am. Stand at the door of my heart and knock. If anyone hears my voice, opens the door, I'll come in and eat with him, with that person, and they with me. Revelation 3:20. Dad read that to me, and for some reason, that was the night I got it. I opened that door that night, and I let Christ into my life and my heart.
I was afraid because once again, all I knew had changed. Now I can look back and see the Lord has been faithful to me all along, holding me, protecting me, and preparing me for what he had planned for my life. He knew I was going to meet the Horners, a meeting that changed the direction of my life.
The family orientation and the mother concept of what we believe comes from her. You can look at it very carefully and notice we have different personalities. So people pay attention to her, as you know, the Queen Mother, and what she says, because she says it in a way that really they can believe.
Woo! I'm glad they took that off, because usually on these Friday nights, this was
Are you kidding me? That's what I get to follow? I'm sure you have your Kleenex out. I've got my Kleenex out. I'm like, don't let me be the one that talks about moments that make us cry. So I didn't get that one. I just got to follow that one. And guys, the whole time that was playing, I just was doing this in my head, la 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 la, just so I could keep it together, because I don't cry pretty. I don't cry pretty like Peggy Horner does. I cry like ugly. Like, so I'm going to try to keep it together, because I get to talk about moments that make us proud. Oh my goodness, the heritage and the legacy we have of things to be proud about is unbelievable. You know, I'm so proud that I have served. I'm not losing it. I need a fan. That'll help. That we have served in a company when Andy Horner would stand up there at a rally and he would point to that audience and he would say, you are a somebody, because God doesn't take any time to make junk. And I can remember going, he's talking to me. And we serve a company that's been like that. I'm proud of that. I am so proud of the moments where we got to be a part of watching how our company has given back for 35 years. I mean, Premier has given over $120 million to ministries, to missions, to make a difference in the world. Premier has given back before giving back was even a thing or a buzzword. You know, and I am proud that we have a company and will continue to have a company that stands on biblical principles. They were built on biblical principles, and we stand on those, and we still stand on them today. And even going into Devoted, we'll stand on those. So let's watch for a minute some of those moments that have made us proud.
I believe that God created me for a reason, and that reason was to be successful, not in man's way, but in his way. And this philosophy that I have in this relationship says that I am a somebody, my value and worth, I'm important. So our philosophy is that you are somebody, and you are very important. I don't care if you've ever done anything in your world. In this world, whether you've done nothing, I tell you, you are a somebody, you are valuable, you are worthy.
We bring you greetings from all of our wonderful Premier family. And we're just so thankful that God has given us the opportunity to help you fulfill your vision, not only here in Guatemala, but around the world.
Dedicamos y abrimos el nuevo centro de Palabra de Vida, Monte, Argentina.
Joan and I are down here in Monte, Argentina at the Word of Life camp. And as you know, last year we had dedicated the schools, and we wanted you to know what you're part of. We had a dedication yesterday with hundreds and hundreds of people, and it is unbelievable, way beyond anything we could ever imagine. We're really excited, and we just wanted you as Premier family to know you are part of this. And we just thank you for your hard work and for all you're doing for us.
Your company, through you, has served over 895 different ministries, 64 different countries, churches, schools, and supports for camps, research, medical giving, which are buildings, hospitals, and the homeless, the abuse, prison. And we have just a category, we're just calling it one-time gifts. It totals up to $120,917,000. This is what the planted seed that God watered has done.
And he gave us this book, and it's been the same, and it will be the same. And this is the reason I'm telling you this was the foundation, the rock. You can be assured, my dear friends, that it's not going to change. Now, I've been in 42 years in direct sales, and I've been in companies, and things did change. And the bottom line was more important than the top line. And you're our top line, and you're more important than anything that we have in this company. Oh, yeah, we make a profit, and we need one. But we're more interested in making you into what I feel like God has called you to be.
Wow, we've been involved in Premier for about 33 years. Most of my adult life, Melissa and I have been mentored by Andy and Joan Horner, and we are so grateful and thankful for all of those times together. Now, at Rally, ladies, at Rally, many of you were wondering if you could cheer. Some of you got so excited being at Rally. But let me tell you, ladies, most of you, not some of you, but most of you, had a personality that we never knew existed. Yeah. At Rally, all of a sudden you were cheering because you looked at your best friend and all of a sudden you started cheering. You were so excited to be at Rally, you just let it go. You know, but really, we got excited when we recognized people or somebody had an achievement that they had won. You remember Mr. Appreciation? Some of you got really excited when you won a package of catalogs or even $50 or $100. Now, you sounded like you won $1 million, but it was $50 or $100. Some of you won a half a line of jewelry. Some of you won a full line of jewelry. Wow. But the thing that touched me most about cheering was those reverent cheers when we would cheer on Patriotic Day, where we would honor America. We would honor our flag. We would honor our armed forces. We would honor the United States of America. Why? Because it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. So let's look at some moments where we were cheering at Rally.
Wow, $10,000. Prize Patrol Finder. There she is. Congratulations. A new car. Here he comes, Mr. Appreciation. Mr. Appreciation. You appreciate Mr. Appreciation? I'm excited. How about y'all? We're going to draw for a $100 bill. $100 bill. A $100 bill. Let's hear it for Mr. Appreciation.
Not a purpose for profit, but it is a commitment to purpose because it's God's purpose.
When you say you're committed to the purpose of Premier, you got to, and get this award, you're talking the Terrells, Drapers, Beverly, you're talking people who spent their life working in Premier.
Wow, that was a great trip down memory lane for me. Those were some amazing moments, and I'm actually old enough to remember every single one of them. If you've been with Premier for a very long time, you have probably heard Andy Horner say, people are our most important asset. Well, after being part of Premier for more than 30 years, I can definitely, positively affirm that Andy was absolutely right. You know, Premier was founded on biblical principles with a really solid and strong purpose and philosophy. And those two things have dictated how we have run our business for the past 35 years. But without some really great jewelers and leaders in the field, this business wouldn't have worked. There are so many of you who have been a reflection of why Andy and Joan started Premier. It's not really the home office who has made this business work. It's you. And we asked those of you who wanted to send us a picture of you, or you and your family, or you and your Premier family. And many of you did. We have a really cool video that you're about to see. But before we watch that video, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to so many of you who have been loyal and committed to Premier and our purpose and philosophy for so many years. It turns out that Andy Horner was right. You have been our most important asset. You are what made Premier Design so great for 35 years, and you are what will make Devoted so great for the next 35 years. So watch this with me now.
Oh boy, I was watching those pictures, and I got to tell you, I recognized a whole lot of them. And every time you recognize somebody, a thought, a memory comes back. You know, we watched those 4 videos, and yeah, I've seen them. I was there. But the powerful emotional attachment we have to this great company is real. And it's not phony. It's not something we just conjure up. The people have mattered to us. If you look back at this and you remember those 4 videos and that, I don't think you saw one picture of our product. I don't think you saw any necklaces or jewelry of any kind. And these people sold a whole lot of that, millions and millions of pieces. What you saw was a true-hearted premier. The people who are our most important and most significant reason for being in business, devoted, will be no different. It's sad because we had so many wonderful memories, but I promise you, they're not going to go away. Those memories are with us forever. We're going to create more of them. There's going to be new ones, new trips and cruises. Some of you have been on a dozen of them. There's going to be new rallies and events where we will be together. We're going to have some more fun, and we're going to cry some more, and we're going to serve some more, and we're going to love each other. And your relationships where you become valued and you know you're loved and cared for is going to be a part of Devoted going forward. Otherwise, Devoted has no purpose. People have always been our mission, serving them, honoring God, and trying to enrich their lives. You know, my life has been enriched by being a part of Premier, even when I didn't want to be there. God has matured me, blessed me in so many ways. But one of the greatest ways He blessed me was He gave me a second chance in life. We all need them. And a lot of us need second, thirds, and fourths. But when He gave me a second chance and He gave me Peggy Sue, that was probably one of the greatest blessings I could ever imagine. And that all happened kind of being connected to this Premier thing. So I got to thank God for that too. And bring me here. Peggy has a special thing she'd like to share with you right now. Something really cool and really neat. So please, welcome Peggy Sue Horner.
Wow. What amazing memories. I love seeing those photos. And we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You have stayed committed and loyal to Premier, even as we have persevered through some trying times. This is Premier's 35th year, and some of you have been part of this company that whole time. We are linked together by amazing memories we all have, and how lives have been changed, including our own, and the blessings we have experienced. In 1985, Joan and Andy Horner had a dream to create a company that placed people before profits and supported ministries around the world. Thanks to your help, their dream continues to be a reality. Through these many years, Premier designs have remained unchanged in a changing world. Yes, we have progressed and methods of doing business have changed, but our foundation will always stay the same, even as we become part of Devoted. Thank you for all you do and for all you have done. The I Am Devoted bracelet was designed with you in mind. The special words describe who you are to Premier. Thank you to our jewelers who are now affiliates, our gems, and our loyal hostesses who have been so devoted for many years. We hope this bracelet reminds you of our sweet co-founder, Joan Horner. The words describe her, but we also want them to serve as reminders to all of you of how much you are loved and appreciated. Because of you, their dream continues to be a reality.
Whoa, thank you, Peggy Sue. That's a cool bracelet. The coolest part of it, all those words on there. Did you read it to them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's neat. Anyhow, we're about to enter a special moment. And I'd like all of our home office team who are here with us tonight, if you'd please join us on stage. Also Greg and Melissa and Randy and Elizabeth, if you please come up. And this is a lot of part of the team that's been creating and getting this devoted company all put together. Yeah, Brett and Jackie and Michael Lane, and IT guy. If there's any glitches tonight, Michael, raise your hand so they can come find you. It's his fault, okay? So far, so good, I think. And, of course, Melissa, and there's Gina, and Gretchen does all the product, Randy and Elizabeth, and then Greg and Melissa. And there's a whole lot more. But there's a special individual, somebody who at 6 years old left Belfast with his mama, a scared little excited boy, and he went to Canada. And he went to Canada, he married my mom. And my mom and then dad, they came through America, and they ended up in Dallas. And they finally ended up, after all these years, starting at Premier Designs. And the Premier Designs tonight that we're going to count down and transition to Devoted wouldn't be here. There would be no Premier and there would be no Devoted if it weren't for the following of God's will by this wonderful man, my father, Mr. Andy Horner. He's going to join us now. Dad, come on out. Hey! Set you down right here. Okay, turn around. Yeah, and for those of you who've been in Premier very long, you understand that August 5th is my dad's birthday, and that's just next week. And so what we thought we'd do tonight, Dad, is celebrate and be the first to sing happy birthday for his 96th birthday. So I want to have everybody on the stage join us, and if you want to join in at home, just sing it out. We probably hear you. But Andy Horner is going to be 96. So let's sing happy birthday to him right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andy. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations. Now, you stay right there, Dad, because we're fixing to do something that's mighty important. You know, Premier's in our hearts. It's in our minds. It's been in our blood for years for a lot of us. But it's time to extend Premier to Devoted. And we're going to do a symbolic transition. We're going to have a countdown. And we're going to have a celebration of Premier and all those memories and all these great times we had and all the blessings of God. And we're going to look forward to more of the same through Devoted. So what I want you to do at home and what we're going to do here, we're going to count down from 10 all the way to 1. And when that 1 hits, we're going to be fully devoted. Yes. So are you ready at home? You guys ready to count? Ready. All right, let's start our countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Devoted!
Wasn't that so exciting seeing product for the first time? I know I cannot wait to show you these, so let's get started. Now you get to see some of them up close. Yay. Okay, so this is Soapbox, and as you guys can tell, we have a lot of different Soapbox products in our marketplace. All of their products are cruelty-free and vegan, which is a plus. So they have shampoo and conditioner in what I call a traditional shampoo, because they also have this shampoo bar that you guys have to check it out. It's different, it's cool, just trust me, it's amazing. And we also have hair masks, hair serums, and we also have a pretty cool, very large size hand sanitizer, which I know would be a really big hit right now, so you guys have to check it out. But really, one of my favorite things about this brand is that each of the products has a quote on it, which says, "Access to soap can change a life," which is why we believe soap equals hope. Isn't that awesome? So actually, all of their products have that written on there, which, look at that. Isn't that awesome? So fun. It's the little details, right? Okay, so moving on to Cause drinkware. I know we have a lot of different shapes and sizes of colors and patterns. I'm just excited just by looking at them. So here we go. We have this tumbler with a handle that's easy. You can grab your book, have your coffee and your tea. If you're like me, always on a run and you might drop something on the way, you might want to stick with these bottles that are safe and sound. It can go with you anywhere. And one really cool tumbler that I wanted to show you guys is this guy right here. We have in a few different colors. You can actually remove this lid. Let me show you. Remove it, and you place this guy right here, which has a soft outside. Then you can also enjoy it. You know, if you're going to be at home, chill, you're not. Anyway, that's an option. You guys have to check it out. But again, what's real cool about this drinkware is that each of their products tells you the specific cause it gives back to. So let me show you some of them. Okay, so this pink bottle right here stops human trafficking. Isn't that awesome? So when you buy this, you know exactly the cause it's giving back to. Let me think. Oh, what about this one? This one right here, do you see that symbol right there, the ribbon? Yeah, this one is towards breast cancer awareness. Isn't that awesome? And all of them have that. So you guys have to check it out. It is amazing. So moving on to Elegant Teas, which I know has a really cool fancy name, which I love. So we have these tops right here that have the knot on the side, easy. Then these ones with the ruffles, amazing too. And then the mustard, striped, and even a cardigan. And I know you guys are probably looking at these colors and you're probably thinking, I know I have so much stuff in my closet that goes with that. And I know that's amazing, but I think what's really cool about these is that they are so soft. I wish you guys can feel them. They are very, very amazing quality, super soft. And besides having amazing products, they also have an amazing cause, which is to provide jobs to overcomers of sex trafficking in Nepal by giving them a positive source of income that reinforces their independence, and it gives them back a healthy self-image and their confidence. And also one really cool thing that I love how their website shares, it says, restoring lives one tea at a time. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? Don't you want to be part of this? So go check out our Devoted Marketplace and look for these products and many others that give back in huge, huge ways.
When Brett first shared the concept of Devoted, I fell in love with the idea of partnering with like-minded companies that shared a desire to give back. That was before we knew the products, the causes, or even who they were. And now, a year later, all I can say is, wow, these products are better than I could have imagined. This is the Callion Wax Collection, which includes seaside citrus, lavender, and bergamot, and last but not least, Devoted, which is exclusively named for us. This one boasts scents of orange zest, roses, sage, and sandalwood. I wish you could smell it because it is amazing. The entire line features quality candles made of 100% natural soy wax for a clean, safe burn, and they're infused with essential oils. So no additives, no dyes, just the necessities for a wonderful candle. Now over here we have the Sudara robes. This is the long robe, and there's also a shorter robe and short set. So, these are super soft, and they both have an Anjou print with these line-drawn flowers that you're gonna love. And they come in a matching bag, so they're perfect for giving. It's all about the details, right? Another product I'm excited to share with you is Hand in Hand. From their fun Suds Not Duds motto to the colorful packaging, these soaps and sugar scrubs not only smell amazing, but are loaded with good-for-you ingredients like organic shea and cocoa butters. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and they don't contain a ton of acronyms that you don't want in your soaps and lotions. Now, last but not least, I want to show you these incredible products by Janessa Waite. I've been obsessed with hand lettering for years, so these products really spoke to me. There's just so much heart in each message, like these inspiring mugs. This one says, "Today I will give myself grace and remind myself how far I've come." Who doesn't want to hear that? There's also this super soft pillowcase that says, "In his presence, I find rest." Even the wall decor boasts heartfelt messages, and they come in multiple sizes. Plus, there's these genius magnetic snap frames that are so easy to place on. Now, I know you know that every Devoted product gives back, but these items also give back. So every Sudara purchase invests in job creation and skills training for women in India who are working to remain free from sex slavery. With every Callion Wax purchase, a portion goes to fighting human trafficking in America. Now, as I was thinking through how I could clearly articulate these causes that are so important, so profound, one of our other partners offered advice on when talking about those affected by human trafficking. She said, "Speak to this like you would speak about your own daughter." Wow. That really stuck with me because I might not know someone out there that's been affected by human trafficking, but it's a reminder that this is someone's daughter, and how could I not want to support her? And there are so many important causes. For every product purchased, Hand in Hand donates a bar of soap and 1 month of clean water to a child in need. A portion of Janessa Waite's products will go to helping missionaries around the globe. So as she says, they can help take the gospel to the ends of the earth.
I am so excited to share with you about Bless This Little Nest. As some of you might know, I have a little connection with this vendor. Before I came to Premier Designs, I was in business with my sister, manufacturing baby products. Well, they are still creating the sweetest and softest baby items that you'll find. You're going to love the way they look, the way they wash and wear. They are so excited to be supporting a ministry called Living Hope Solutions. Its mission is to present the living hope of Jesus Christ by providing pregnancy and prenatal care to single moms. Enjoy paper. Such sweet, cute assortment of cards. And I'm so excited that we have them in the line. I love their clean artwork, their colors, and their messages. They remind me of our co-founder, my sweet mother-in-law, Joan Horner. She was the queen of keeping it personal. So it warms my heart that we have the Joy Paper as one of our vendors. You'll get to meet Chandler, the artist and owner, and hear her passion. Her mission behind the product is to support mental health and research and awareness. Joy Paper gives back to Johns Hopkins Mental Health Department. You will love the assortment of cards. And where do I begin? Join. Join was the first vendor Brett and Gretchen and I met, and what a blessing. They have the most beautiful artisan product. Just wait until you see their video. I could watch it over and over. Every component of each bag have been hand-touched. The fabric, they weave their own fabric. The print is hand-stamped, and the leather is cut and sewn. The passion and the love the people have for this company will warm your heart. Join is filled with artists that now have a purpose, and they're crafting a beautiful product. I cannot wait to own a piece myself. At our first meeting, we got to meet with the owner, Mel, and she asked me how she could pray. How can I pray for you? And I asked her to pray for you and for this time of transition. Right then and there, with Gretchen, we all stopped and prayed. What a great beginning.
All right, you know, I am loving these little video vignettes kind of showing you how you can live your devoted life. They are great. And if you're an affiliate with us, you're going to have those. You're going to be able to share those. And I love how it shows how all of these products span across so many different parts of our lives. I think that is great. That gets me really excited. Let me tell you something else that gets me really excited, and that is coffee. We have got coffee in the Devoted Marketplace with our partner Gobina. So excited about this. Gobina, it tastes great, okay? And I am a connoisseur of coffee, okay? And this is really, really good coffee. We've got Colombian blends, there's Nicaraguan blends, there's Guatemalan blends, there's dark roast, light roast, medium roast, whole bean, ground, okay? There's even decaf, okay? For those of you that do that sort of thing, okay? But we've got it with Gobina. Great brand, great partner to work with. You're going to love it. Give it a shot. And I love what their packaging says about what they do. They give back to orphans who need it. And Gobina Coffee is proud to partner with Life Song for Orphans, a leading nonprofit organization with the mission of bringing joy and purpose to orphaned and vulnerable children around the world. 100% of Gobina's profits go to Life Song for Orphans. That's powerful. That is great. So think about that. Every little sip that you take every morning, you can know the impact that that's having on a child's life. That's amazing. You know, another one that I love, I'm also, you could maybe call me a sock connoisseur, and I am so happy about Hippie Feet. I love that name. Hippie Feet, we've got socks. These are great for both men and women. They are so comfortable. They're very fashionable. And I love kind of not just the approach that they take in terms of style, and you're going to love those, but also what they're all about. They're about giving jobs to those who need it in the area that they work in. And let me tell you, it says it, again, I love this about our products. It says it on so many of them right on the label. With every purchase of Hippie Feet socks, employment is created for homeless youth. Each pair of socks is packaged and signed by a young person experiencing homelessness. And they're right about that. I see someone's handwritten little mark right there telling me that they helped package this and make this available to me. I love that about Hippie Feet. I love their socks. I'm going to wear them all the time. So that's great. And then one that is really near and dear to my heart is double-edged notes. These are journals, and I got to tell you, these are really, really good journals, okay? And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But these journals are outstanding, and the great thing about them, it says on the back, for every journal sold, we print and distribute a Bible. And then they have this little line, write the gospel on your heart, give the gospel to the world. And I know that's near and dear to so many of you who are watching right now, but these journals are great, whether you're using them for a Bible study, whether you're using them for work, whatever. I got to tell you, this is my double-edged notes journal. I've been using it all of this year. You can see it's a little bit beaten up. That's what a good journal should be, right? I bet just about everything we have planned for Devoted, it is in this journal. I started using this at the beginning of the year, and this is one of those interesting stories. You hear all these stories about all the connections that God's been making as we've been rolling Devoted out. Well, we were here at the home office. This was, I think, back in maybe September, October, and someone came through. And they were here for other reasons. They did video work, and they were meeting with somebody else, and we were just in the cafe having lunch. I was meeting them, learning about them, and he just happened to bring up that he also had this other business that he had partnered with someone else on journals. And I said, well, tell me more about that. And he started talking more and more about it. Anyway, one thing led to another. We talked to his partner, who has such a great story behind why he started getting so passionate about journals. And I got to tell you, talking to him, I didn't even know you could get passionate about journals. But Jeff, he's passionate about journals. He's passionate about the paper quality. He's passionate about how the ink is on the paper. These come with stickers that you can put on the binders. They have a table of contents. Anyway, it's amazing, all right? So if you love journaling, you're going to love double-edged notes. If you don't love journaling, maybe you should start. And when you hear Jeff's story, you just might do that. So that is his heart for each and every one of you. But I'm so happy about every single one of these products and all the products that you've seen tonight. It's exciting to launch Devoted. But I know another thing that you're sitting there saying, hey, Brett, I love it. That all looks great. But where's my jewelry? I need my jewelry. Are you ready for your jewelry? Are you ready to see the fall line of your Premier Designs jewelry? Well, let's do it.
I'm seeing distant lights. It's almost like waking. All of the gray turns white. The clouds behind fading. There are no steps to retrace. Out of the maze, running in circles and lines. I'm not gonna stay, but there's a will, there's a way. It's only a matter of time. Feel vibrations, bring me back again. Shelf. I'm looking miles high, searching for myself all the time. All the time, yeah. I'm living in stride, take the hand I'm dealt. I know the past right, anywhere I dwell. Time to climb. Time to climb, yeah. I'm feeling good vibrations. Bring me back again. I'm seeing new creations. Keep me wondering.
We saved the best for last, Premier Designs Jewelry. Don't get me wrong, we love all the new brands under Devoted. It has been such an honor and a blessing to partner with so many wonderful people whose products serve societies on a global scale. But Premier is our foundation, and we will continue to create beautiful collections like the one I'm about to walk you through. When we started the design and research process for this collection, it was back in August of 2019, just about a year ago. And we had no idea what world we'd be living in today. But what we did know is that we wanted to focus on the celebrations of life, specifically the seasons of life. Trends come, and then they go, and then they come again, despite if you didn't like them the first time around. But life ebbs and flows from one season to the next, and we wanted to explore and capture those moments within our designs. So this collection combines 3 distinct assortments whose themes highlight and celebrate these seasons of life. The first, embrace your season. Let your style speak for itself with pieces that embrace your every mood. Complex color combinations, intricate design details, and rich finishes come together flawlessly to create this stunning assortment. A shining example of this is our Ecclesiastes 3:1-8 necklace. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. We designed this piece to be a wearable reminder to embrace whichever season of life you find yourself in. Whether it's in the midst of a pandemic, in a time of growth, or learning how to embrace change, this tri-tone pendant reveals a hidden message and a layer of crystals that will add sparkle and joy whenever and wherever you need it. Wear Ecclesiastes with any one of our new perspective earrings in gold, silver, or hematite. These barely there earrings are lightweight with a diamond cut pattern that packs a punch of sparkle that can't be missed. Add on our newest magnetic bracelet, Iconic, for that instant arm party. Its tritone mix matches with just about everything. And if the fit isn't just right, we've added in an extender specifically tailored to Iconic to help ease your styling needs. Now, these are just a few of the new designs in this assortment. Also, check out our rich mixed style set and our Embrace Your Season set and save 10%. Our second assortment is titled Relish the Details. Fresh designs with a timeless luxe style you'll wear again and again. Posh materials and interesting silhouettes elevate the classic combination of two-tone silver and gold hues. But don't be fooled into thinking these styles can only be dressed up. You'll soon find your favorites that quickly become a part of your regular rotation. The On the Rise necklace with its gray dove cord, I'm wearing this today, and subtle plating mixed with crystal accents mingle together for the perfect combination of natural and elegance. Now, this adjustable design allows you to wear it long or as a choker and can be reversed to a modern vibe when you're ready to switch up your styling. Inspired by Ephesians 4:32 is our exclusive Be Kind necklace. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ, God forgave you. This wearable reminder to be kind is perfect for every day. The chain is accented with a gold tag inscribed with Ephesians 4:32, and the words "Be kind" are inscribed along the edge of the removable heart charm. Add a touch of sophistication with our new embraced ring to round out your ensemble. For more luxe assortments in this collection, try our natural winter set and save 10%. Our final assortment is titled Renew Your Purpose. Texture, movement, and color for playful styles that seriously go everywhere. This collection spices things up with fresh pops of color, whimsy details, and eclectic combinations. We love the play on perfection with our rule breaker earrings. The subtle switch it up is a great way to style that mix and matched look. Rule breaker pairs perfectly with our gather necklace. For genuine tiger's eye, wood, reconstituted turquoise, blues, yellows, reds, they're all earthly and on trend. This pendant can be removed and worn on other necklaces, and the chain can be styled delicately layered. Style with our bonded ring and our revitalized bracelets to capture and enhance that turquoise vibe, because turquoise is always in season and is known to bring a renewed companionship to your everyday style. And these are just the start to your Renew Your Purpose collection. For more designs, try our refreshment style set for your next go-to ensemble, or our True to Form set for its added-in versatility. With all of our style sets, you always get a 10% discount. It's an easy and efficient way to shop in today's hectic world. So no matter what season of life you find yourself in, we have a piece of jewelry that will fit your style and needs. Whether it's a meaningful or versatile piece, we created these 3 assortments to make life a bit easier, more joyful, and more meaningful. As always, we can't wait to see how you style these and show us your unique seasons of life.
Wow, that was awesome. I know you've been waiting a long time to see products, so thank you so much to Melissa and Peggy and Jackie and Brett and Gretchen for that great, great job. And ladies, I'm going to tell you this, when you see these products in person and can hold on to them and feel them, you're going to love them even more. They are awesome. So tonight, we're going to draw for free products from the Devoted line that you just saw. So first of all, Gina, what should we draw for?
Well, we're going to draw from the video you saw today. It's the road trip video. It was the first vignette video that you saw, so we're going to draw some products from there.
All right, let's draw for 2 winners to win $250 in retail and these Devoted products.
And we're going to get Sadara, Join Bags, Cause Drinkware, and Soapbox.
All right. Gina, the first winner.
Congratulations goes to Elizabeth Banks.
Way to go, Elizabeth. You're a big winner.
That's right. And Meredith Tuppen. So congratulations, Meredith.
Meredith Tuppen.
Yep.
All right, we're also going to draw for vignette number 2, which was the spa day video that you just loved. These products include things from Elegantes, Sudara, Gobina Coffee, Janessa Weight, and Cause Drinkware. So these 2 winners will win $250 in retail products. First winner is Tracy Mueller. Tracy, congratulations. Well done. And the second winner is Denise Hawkins. Congratulations, Denise. You are also a winner.
All right, and our third drawing is going to be from the Gifted video. So let's draw from there.
Gifted video.
And it's going to include products from Bless This Little Nest, Hand in Hand, Hippie Feet, Double Edged Notes, and Joy Paper Company.
That's some good stuff.
And Sue Stinger is our first winner.
Way to go, Sue.
And congratulations are going to go to Kelly Schroeder. Congratulations, Kelly. I bet she's jumping up and down right now.
All right. Our last vignette was number 4. It was the Bible study video. I loved that one. We'll draw for products from Elegantes, Callion Wax, Double Edged Notes, Hippie Feet, Janessa Weight, and Gobina. So the first winner of this vignette will be Kathleen Smith. Kathleen Smith, you're the first winner. Congratulations. And how about Ashley Nunley? Ashley Nunley, you are also a winner. Congratulations.
That's not all.
So what else do we draw for, Gina?
Let's give away 5 half lines.
5 half lines of the 2020 fall collection.
Get down
Who
here
wants
at the
that?
bottom.
Everybody, wherever you are, get up on your feet and go crazy.
Get excited.
Because this is going to be awesome. All right, our first winner of a half line is Barbara Causey Costa. Barbara Causey Costa. Hope I said that right, Barbara. Second winner of a half line is Susan Patterson. Congratulations, Susan. And our third winner of a half line is Sharon Cross. Sharon, congratulations.
Okay.
And how about, Keisha Davis.
Aw.
Keisha's a big winner. Congrats, Keisha. Our last one for a half line goes to Angela Thomas. Congratulations, Angela. Now, to close out our first night of drawings, I think we should also draw for 5 full lines of the 2020 collection. What do you think, Gina?
Let's do it.
5 winners of the full line.
Yep.
First one is?
Rhonda Holbrook. Congratulations, Rhonda.
Rhonda?
Another Rhonda. Rhonda Goers.
Rhonda. Congrats.
Juliet Trafton. Congratulations, Juliet.
Very good, Juliet. All right, we have 2 more.
Let's see. Next one. Melody Knees. Congratulations, Melody.
All right.
Last
Last
one.
winner for the night.
Jessica Sekulach. Jessica, I hope I'm saying that right. Your jewel number is 2009047.
Way to go. Congratulations, everybody.
I think I said jeweler number, Kevin.
Oh, it's not jeweler
It's
number
affiliate number.
anymore.
I'm so sorry.
It's affiliate number, but that's okay. We've been around for a long time.
Yes,
It's hard to make
hard
that
to make
switch.
that change.
So, congrats to all you winners. Here's the good news. There will be more drawings throughout the weekend. So if you didn't win tonight, if you're a loser tonight, don't worry, you have more chances to win.
Right. We'll be back tomorrow.
Have a great evening.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? Was it worth the wait? Oh my goodness, what a night. It has been so fun watching all the comments coming through on the groups. By the way, y'all behaved very, very well. I want to thank you for that. You did great. But come on. I mean, come on. We've got coffee. We've got socks. We've got handbags. We've got shirts. We've got so many things, and there's such great products, and they give to such great causes. And so this is exciting, and I hope you are just, it has fulfilled every expectation you have and surpassed it, because, hey, this is how we're launching with Devoted, and it's so exciting. Plus, it was an awesome night. I'm so glad Andy Horner was able to be here. That was a special moment to celebrate his birthday with him, but even more so, celebrate what his life has meant to so many of us through Premier Designs and certainly beyond that. So that was wonderful. I'm glad you were part of that. So right now, I want you to comment, what is the first product you're going to buy as soon as you can start shopping in the new marketplace? Go ahead and throw it in there. Now then, while you're doing that, I want to share a few reminders with you before we wrap up tonight, okay? There are a few products that aren't in our warehouse just yet. I got to tell you, as we've gone through this, going through COVID and everything, that's really had a huge impact on the supply chain, especially as we're working with some of these suppliers who are working with women in India, things like that. And so I just wanted you to know, you saw Sudara with the just amazing robes. And then you also saw our Join bags. And then also, Bless This Little Nest, most of their products are here, but their swaddle blankets, all of these products are not in our warehouse right now. And so what we're going to do, these should all start showing up later in August toward the end of the month. So for right now, they will be available for pre-order for our affiliates only, okay? That's how we do pre-orders. So affiliates, you will be able to pre-order those. If you're a customer, if you're a gym member, you're not able to order it just yet, but that's okay because we're not able to ship it to you just yet. But we're gonna get those to you as soon as we can. But remember, affiliates, if you add a pre-order item to your order, just like other pre-orders have worked in the past, then the whole order will not ship until that item comes in. So like if you're shopping tonight or tomorrow and you want those products to get to you right away, I would not put those pre-ordered products on that order. I would order those separately. That way it's not holding anything else up. Now then, let me talk to my gym members who are with me tonight. If you are an active gym member, in other words, the system recognizes that you are a gym member in good standing, as of today, your account has already been loaded with $39 in Devoted rewards. $39 in Devoted rewards is sitting there waiting for you, begging you to come use them. They want you, they're lonely, they need you, they want you to use them. So go to the site as soon as it's live, okay, and log in using your gym member login, and those rewards should be there for you. And all you have to do is start shopping, and they will show up at checkout, okay? It's going to give you an awesome opportunity to test all this for us and be one of the first people to redeem your rewards. Now, remember, those rewards expire at the end of August. So make sure that you use them. And I got to tell you, looking at everything that we launched tonight, I don't think you're going to have any problem finding something to spend those $39 in rewards on, okay? Now then, let's talk for just a second about the website, okay? It's scheduled to go live at 9:30 tonight. And I got to tell you, launching websites like this, it is no easy task. So it's quite possible as you're going through that, there's a typo here or there. There might even be like a little glitch here and there. Hey, things like that can happen, all right? I bring that up. We don't want it to happen. Our expectations, we've tested it really well. But hey, it might happen. If it does, it's not a big deal. We want to help you with anything and everything that you need help with. But I know so many of you are excited and you want to jump right in. Can you do me a favor? we want to make sure that our customer service team is working first and foremost with those who have the most urgent issues first. Okay, if something for some reason is an emergency or really important for them, we want to make sure that they can get through to our customer service. So if you need help with something and you don't feel like it's like that important or it's that urgent, it's not to say it's not important, but if you don't need help with it like immediately, like in this moment, or maybe you just have a question or maybe you have an idea, which we love getting those, could you do me a favor? Would you email that to us instead of call us with that info? By doing that, it makes sure that we clear the lines for those who do need to call in and get help right now, just for the weekend. I'm not talking about all the time, but just for this weekend. If you could do that, that would be great. Now, customer service is open until midnight Central Time tonight, and then they'll be open all day tomorrow, so we are definitely here to help you. Let's talk about tomorrow while we're talking about tomorrow. It starts for our affiliates tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 11 a.m. You will see the session go live at 11 a.m. in the affiliate group, and it should last until about 2 p.m. Central Time, okay? And that is for affiliates only, all right? And it's going to be great. We're going to have some great training. We're going to talk about how do rewards work in a home show. We're going to hear from Dr. Todd Bolsinger, the author of Canoeing the Mountains. We're going to go through what you can say about brands, all these new brands that we're working with and things you can do of that nature. We're going to show you and kind of dig a little bit deeper into how your new website works, show you where rewards can be tracked and all of that good stuff. You're going to love it. But that's for our affiliates. And then for both gym members and affiliates, you do not want to miss tomorrow night's session. Saturday evening session starts at 5 p.m. Central, should go until about 8 p.m. Central. And again, this is for everyone who's with me right now. This is where, you've seen the products tonight. We've gone through the videos where they've been introduced to you, but we're going to dig deeper. We're going to dig deeper into their stories. You're going to see some videos of each one of them. It's going to talk about why they do what they do. It's going to talk about the product. And then Gretchen and I are actually going to kind of have a QVC thing going on here where we're going to talk through the products and touch and feel them and show you and go in more detail about them. So you're really going to enjoy that. Have your Kleenex ready because some of these stories, I got to tell you, they are real tear jerkers. Okay, now let's look ahead to Sunday, our last day. We have a voluntary worship service for those of you who want to worship with us. That's something you do on a Sunday morning. We want to provide that for you. So at 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday morning until about 11 a.m. Central Time, we're going to have our worship service, and we'll have worship music, and then one of our great affiliates, Elizabeth Mahuse, will be leading that and speaking, and she is going to bring such a great word for that message. And then at 11:30 Central Time, at 11:30 to about 2 p.m. or so, we will be having our closing session just for affiliates, okay? So our last session for you as gym members will be tomorrow night, Saturday night, but affiliates will have our last session for you on Sunday. And this is where we're going to have Lest We Forget. And this is, I got to tell you, that we're going deep on Lest We Forget because there's so many components of our story, and we're adding the devoted story to it. You don't want to miss that. Then you're going to hear from Elizabeth and Randy Draper, a great word from them. And then we're going to close out with some practical steps, a roadmap for you as you launch your devoted business. All right, now then let's talk about if you've got people who want to be a part of this. The debut registration will remain open until 3 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, Saturday. Okay, after that, registration's going to go down. But I will say this, if anyone enrolls as an affiliate today, Saturday, or Sunday, we will send them a link to get access to the Devoted Debut for free, okay? So if they are brand new, that's going to be awesome. So I think we're, as of right now, we're a few minutes, several minutes away from the website going live. But I tell you what, as we're talking about that, because I know y'all are anxious about it, I want to welcome up here, you heard Tim talk about him earlier, Michael Lane, who's the head of our IT team. Michael, hello, sir.
Good evening.
How are you tonight?
Oh, great.
Yeah, awesome night, right?
It's been amazing.
Yeah, so Michael, I know you were telling me when you switch domains around and stuff like that, that can take a little bit of time sometimes, right? So here's what everyone needs to know. Make sure I say this right, okay? So if you type in devoted.com whenever it is live, for right now it's going to redirect. You'll see up in the URL, it says premierdesigns.com. But the website's going to be the Devoted website.
Exactly right.
Yeah. And if you type in premierdesigns.com, it's going to go to the Devoted website and say premierdesigns.com or premierdesigns.com at the top. So that's awesome.
You got it.
Yeah. And then the same thing for their jeweler site, or there's now their affiliate site. It's going to work just the same, right?
It is.
Awesome. So that's, Michael, remind me, that's supposed to go live at 9:30 Central. So that's like 35 minutes from now, right?
It's live now.
You know
It's ready to go.
You know we're live right now. We can't just be talking about stuff like this, right?
It's live now.
The website is live right now. That is awesome. Give a big hand to Michael. That is great. Go to the website. Go shop. If for some reason your cash is doing whatever it does, just keep trying it. Keep checking it out. Try premierdesigns.com. Go through, but go check it out. Start shopping. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here with us.